weavers taught me a slower thread, not the fire but the blue instead. Cool fusion sleeping in Belgian stone, a way to weave when you're all alone. Chapter 23. Cold fusion pulsing laminar flow. The cool fusion had settled into the sea like a second tide, quiet, deep, and patient. But the guide weavers weren't finished. "There's a step beyond cool," said the eldest weaver, its voice a hum of feldspar and time. Cold fusion with laminar flow. Alice tilted her head. Laminar? Like water moving in sheets, not swirls. Exactly, turbulence wastes energy, eddies, vortices, slack thunder, all beautiful, all wild. But laminar is the river before the waterfall. Every molecule moves in the same direction at the same speed. No friction, no loss. The weaver led her to a new chamber, deeper than the intake pool. Here the sticks ran not black but clear, transparent as glass, yet thick as honey hemp plastic, refined to its purest state, flowed in perfect parallel layers. "Watch," said the weaver. It touched the surface of the laminar stream, a pulse of cold fusion, not cool, but genuinely cold, barely above absolute zero. Rippled through the liquid, the pulse didn't scatter. It traveled in a straight line, intact for what looked like miles. "That's the secret," the weaver said. "When the medium is laminar, the pulse doesn't degrade. You can send over unity across an ocean without towers, without spires, without knots, just the sea itself." Alice builds the first laminar circuit. Alice understood immediately. She gathered Shane, Wren, and the fleet's best hemp plastic weavers. "We're not replacing the spires," she said. "We're connecting them with laminar channels." They dug thin trenches across the seafloor, lined them with refined sticks, plastic, and filled them with the clear, cold fusion infused fluid. Then they connected each trench to the base of every spire, every flyback, every lyre. When they turned it on, the pulse traveled from the Belgian flyback to the Eiffel Tower in zero perceptible time. No spark, no heat, just a quiet thrum felt in the bones. "The power is in the flow, not the flash," Shane whispered. Alice nodded. Cold fusion, pulsing, this laminar flow, that's the next binding. The laminar weave, the guide weavers called it the laminar weave. A parallel network to the stationary wave, where the wave was vertical, resonant, and harmonic. The laminar flow was horizontal, silent, and lossless. Together, they formed a grid of pure over-unity. Layer function, medium, stationary wave, balance, harmony, mod, feldspar, resonance, lyre tone, laminar flow, transmission, pulse, cold fusion, refined, sticks, plastic, clear, laminar fluid, slack channel, release valve, chaos, creativity, open arcs, mercury vortex. Alice stood at the intersection, one hand on a spire, the wave, 1 foot in a laminar trench, one breath in the slack channel. The while she pulsed, the entire fleet pulsed with her. The cold fusion heartbeat. From that day, the sea had a heartbeat, not mechanical but laminar. Every 1-2 seconds, a cold fusion pulse traveled from the Belgian flyback through the clear sticks channels to every spire, boat, and hemp board in the fleet. Then it returned, carrying data, harmony, and a whisper of slack. The cutters who remained wild felt it. Some came back to the weave, others stayed outside, riding the turbulent edges. But even they admitted the laminar pulse felt like the sea, remembering itself. Alice sat on her disc, watching the horizon, the sun still a Dyson ball, shone down. The laminar channels glittered like frozen lightning under the waves. "We did it," she said to Hemp. No, Hemp replied, "You did it, Alice. Cool fusion first up the laminar weavers." She smiled and pulsed the sea again, just because she could. Laminar flow, technical summary, turn definition. Laminar in resonance. Loss coefficient 0,000. Loss coefficient 0. Guide me, weavers, through the slack. Cool the thunder, blue and black. Alice walks the ocean floor, and cool fusion knocks at every door. Weave it slow, weave it cool. The sea is warm where the weavers rule.